Okay, welcome to part two, as I pretty much imagine this would be, since we're a longer exercise here. Before I sort of head into what will be step 38 through 56 here, I just want to sort of review where we left off on that last video. It was about to get cut off there. Is this idea of this movie clip. Okay, so we are inside the movie clip, and this movie clip has a timeline on it. And the timeline basically consists of sets of 3 frames, sort of up to frame 3, wings up to frame 6, wings middle, up to frame 9, wings down, and then wings middle. Again, review this idea that once the movie clip gets here, it's going to pop back to the beginning. So it'll just basically go to the up state, which is the next state of this naturally flying bird. Okay, this will make more sense a little bit once we sort of put it into the scene. Which leads us to step 38 and the section which is called animating a movie clip on a scene timeline. So it says go to scene 1 in the middle left, so I'm going to go over here. And it says drag the bird movie clip from the library onto the stage. So I'm going to go to bird movie clip, and I'm just going to place it on the stage there. You'll notice that it just sort of looks like a static graphic. It looks like a graphic, and we only have one keyframe here. But remember, inside this thing is a timeline, so we're sort of mixing timelines. We have a timeline inside a timeline. Okay. Step 40, it says test the movie. Let's do this just to sort of make sure we know what we're doing. I'm going to save this. So I'm going to go to File, Save As. I am going to save this in my week 4. And I know this is going to be called David Luke underscore movie clip. And if I test this movie, we should see our bird just sort of flying. Okay. There's really no sort of sense of movement because we don't have a background, nor do we have a motion tween with this bird. This is what we're going to create starting with this next few steps here. So I'm going to close this out. And step 41, position the bird, position this movie clip off the stage to the right hand side. So I'm going to use my selection tool there, and I'm going to move this guy off to the right hand side. Now it says create a motion tween from frame 1 to frame 60. Frame 60 should have the bird off to the stage left. If you need to review, please look at your simple motion tween. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to insert a frame. I'm going to go in the middle. I'm going to create a motion tween, and then I'm going to go up to frame 60. And just like we did with our green ball, basically, we're going to move that guy off to the left. Now, I'm going to grab my playhead and move that. You'll notice that the bird doesn't animate. It's just showing the first frame of that movie clip. Okay. If we want to, and this isn't actually in your step-by-step, we can just sort of make sure that this is sort of happening correctly. So there goes our bird. And just like the movie clip goes to the last frame of its timeline, so does this timeline. So we have the bird just basically flying over and over again. Now, steps 43 through basically 55 are basically sort of dealing with this movie clip and reusing it, because this is the beauty of using movie clips, is we can sort of alter this, we can change its direction, we can change its size in order to be as efficient as possible in terms of utilizing this movie clip. So despite the fact that you might think this thing will stay the same or appear the same, we can alter it in ways that will take advantage of the work we've done on this movie clip, but make it appear as if it's a different or brand new or differently flying in a different direction, etc. So step 43, insert a new layer, insert a keyframe at frame 30. So I'm going to go up here. Okay, create a motion tween from frame 30 to 90. That basically should have the stage off to stage left. So we're just basically going to do the same thing that we did on the first one. I'm going to put him in a slightly different spot. Okay. Now, step 46 is sort of introducing a new idea. Okay, so I'm going to insert a new layer, and it says insert a keyframe at frame 60. And this time it says, hold on a second here, insert keyframe. It says place the bird movie clip on the left-hand side of the stage. So I'm going to go over here, and I want to make sure I'm on that frame 60. And I'm going to put him on the left-hand side. Okay. Now, first thing you're probably going to wonder is this bird's going to be flying backwards, and potentially it would be if we didn't do this next step. It says choose modify, transform. So we're going to go to transform, and it's going to say flip horizontal. Okay, this is going to flip the movie clip. You'll see right there, so that it's basically moving from left to right instead of right to left. Again, sort of tying into these the fact that we've done a good amount of work here. Let's sort of take advantage of this. So I'm going to go up to frame. It says choose create a motion between 60 and 120. So I'm going to go up here, insert a frame, insert a motion tween, go up to frame 20, and I don't know, have them fly kind of diagonal. Okay. Now, step 50 through 56 or 55 is going to sort of stay with this idea of making use of our movie clip, but doing it a little different thing. So I'm going to insert another frame. It says insert a keyframe on frame 90. So I'm going to insert a keyframe. Okay. And it says create motion tween between 90 and 150. Frame 150 should have the bird off to stage left, so we're going to go back to having it sort of move from right to left. We're going to go back to that. I'm going to create a motion tween between it and 150, 90 and 150. Now, the last step, and you guys should be getting used to this idea of creating motion tweens and sort of how that works. I'm going to sort of make him go considerably further off. It says click on this. I'm at step 54. Click on the free transform tool. That's this tool right here, and this is basically a tool that's going to make the instance of this movie clip larger. So I'm going to hold down Shift, okay, on the keyboard, and I'm going to sort of pull him to be quite larger. Okay. Now I've done this on the last frame of this tween, so that's going to take place over that tween. It's not going to necessarily affect how it looks at the beginning. It is, however, going to sort of affect, and we can sort of see as I move my playhead that as I go up, 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 it gets larger and larger. So not only is it tweening from right to left and moving and flapping its wings, it's also getting larger. Again, the idea behind this is to introduce you guys to some ideas of how you can potentially get a lot done by creating, in this case, one simple movie clip. There are options, and we'll sort of touch on those later, of changing color, of doing different things in terms of maybe focus, things like that. This is basically it for the movie clip. Let's take a look at it. We're going to test the movie. There's bird number 1, bird number 2, bird number 3, and then bird number 4. Okay. Please follow these. A few of you added some things to your examples. I don't necessarily need you to be doing that. Your creative juices will shine in the projects. Please just do these exercises as is, because it just sort of helps us move forward in terms of the exercises. You're going to get project 1 next week, and that's going to sort of allow you to use all these exercises to create something unique and personal to what you guys want to do with these things. That's what the projects are going to be for. Okay. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to save it, and again, make sure you're handing in your SWIFTs and not your .FLAs. That's basically it for this second part 2 of movie clip. Please email me with any questions. I've graded quizzes, syllabus quizzes, and your first exercises, your motion tween and your shape tween, and I will grade your frame by frame and simple properties, I believe, exercise once you have that handed in Wednesday at midnight. So again, email me with any questions, and enjoy movie clips.